Hey guys, it is about 7:30 in the morning. We're in a garage. All of our crew leads are now out for the day. Everybody typically meets up here for the first portion of the morning, just to make sure we have everything we need, especially having everything here, like all of our sundries and stuff, roller covers, patching compound, paint in the back. It really does help improve efficiencies whenever, uh, you know, like it just limits the amount of paint store runs for our team, which is awesome. This is Christmas week, and we have had success in scheduling every single day this week for every single team, which is awesome. So, what we're going to be doing now is just hopping out of here real quick. I'm going to be stopping at a site real quick, checking on Lou, and from there, kind of just rolling with all of our systemization stuff for the day. Let's go, guys. Guys, back in the car. This is our office building, by the way. It's where everything happens, where the magic happens. We are going to visit Lou real quick, and yeah, just gonna check in on something small he's doing today. He's just doing some risers that we forgot to do last week at a site. I'm just dropping off some 5-minute patching compound for the guy. But let's go, guys. We have arrived. So on this interior repaint, we repainted the entire house. So that includes walls, trim, doors, all of the stained woodwork actually went white. So it used to be stained a lot darker in here. The floors have been refinished. This is actually my first time taking a peek and looking around at it. Let's take a stroll through the entire site and see how the team did. Total side note, these cabinets have not been done yet, so in the future, we will market to this customer again, probably slide in the fact that we do cabinets, so that should be another like $4,000 to $5,000 job that we will get in reactivation later on. Keep that in your mind, man. Overall, that site visit this morning was pretty darn good. Again, like I said, that was the first time seeing that, since we've even done it about a week and a half ago, and today we were just going in there to kind of like check real quick to see if there's anything else we need to address, but we should be wrapping that one up today once those risers are done. And on top of that, we have a couple other sites today that we just started for the first time. Going into the Christmas, holiday stretch this week, we're just really trying to really push hard to get stuff done before Friday comes. So I'm just back here. The laptop's right here. So now what we are typically going to dive into is just anything dealing with our CRM and automation software. Because that's our big focal point now before we start bringing a lot of people on in the next month and a half. Okay? Let's actually kind of dive into that, and I'll show you what I'm working on. So this is high level. It is our CRM software. We're just getting onto it, so we're very new into it, but what we're working on here, you can kind of see some different campaign stuff we started inputting, which is pretty exciting. But in general, whenever we get a lead that inquires on our website or through the ad, it gets zapped over here. So it automatically gets uploaded into the CRM software. So this is like an introduction email. So it's already kind of laid out right there on what they're going to be getting emailed over the second that they inquire. Okay, so it's all automated, which is huge. So that's the email, and we can even have an automated text message set up and lined up as well. So again, the second they click the ad, fill out the form, they're getting something via text and email within a minute after they inquire, which is huge. And then I have them waiting one day. And then here, there's a 3-part part email sequence. So each email is kind of like automated after 24 hours. But you'll see here, they're just like bullet points and stuff of like different parts of the painting process that we hit. And again, it's all just communication, just kind of like touching the customer as much as we can before we, even sell or like pitch them or present them our proposal. So all of that is pretty huge. And honestly, it's going to be the biggest game changer, I think, the entire 2021 season. Just because, the fact that you have to automate, or that you could automate everything and you don't have to like physically take your time, just like typing an email, sending a text message to somebody, and you can just focus on like going to the appointment, making the sale, increasing your volume and like lead flow of appointments is going to pay for itself. So if you don't have a CRM software, highly recommend getting onto something. Doesn't matter what it is, but again, high level is what we use, and I have a feeling we're going to be using that for a really long time. So the importance of automation in general, it's important really in like any business or any industry or any niche that you're going to be in. The painting industry specifically, the reason why I love automation in this industry is because not a lot of people are really doing it. I always like to say there's a huge opportunity gap, in this specific industry, in the sense that you see like a lot of people our age kind of like diving into the space, and a lot of people that are still in the game, even if they're on like the older side, there are some, older tech savvy contractors out there, but a lot of them that aren't, it's just like a huge opportunity in the sense that like, we can deliver and provide and show more value through like text, automation, emails, visuals, presentations, you name it. And that's really all it comes down to in the sales process is like people are judging you specifically on your sales process, not based on your 20 years of reviews or experience or before and after pictures. So, like a young guy like me, I can always come into the space literally brand new, have no jobs under my belt, but create a stellar sales process and make sure it's like polished and like giving a lot of value to somebody and make them feel super comfortable and, like comfortable just spending money basically. So the whole automation sector, like the reason that we're focusing on this right now is because we're at a scale point. So our company is basically like in the ability to kind of grow pretty quickly in the sense that like we have our general foundational structures kind of set. Not saying that like it's perfect, that like we don't need to go back and always improve and tweak it, because like we're going to be doing that forever. But we're just at a point where like even for one team, two team, or 5 teams, like it's the same exact flowing process. Each team has a standard workflow. Everybody knows what to do, how they're doing it. Work orders are relayed, information's crystal clear, and from there it's just how do you handle the volume once you have like a general grasp on what you've got on a smaller scale. So if you don't have any automation in your business right now, that's fine. You're not alone. Heck, we don't even have it right now. We're just starting it. I'm only about 2 weeks into this stuff myself. But just to give you like an idea, in a matter of 2 weeks, I solely, set up an entire pre-positioning campaign for every single lead that gets funneled into our company through ads, through our website, anything. So, we don't have to take any time sending confirmation emails, sending, supplemental information beforehand. We just have to spend the time calling people and scheduling, which we're doing that in-house, and we're also in the process of setting up an answering service to kind of help the lead flow as it, gets a little bit too much for us sometimes. So even that can be an automation, just like having your phones answered. So again, like I like that I'm doing this whole documenting thing throughout the journey, because you'll see me progressing in the next couple months on how, what we're doing now is giving us tremendous value later on, because in about 2 months, we're going to be bringing on some sales reps. So that means all the pre-positioning, post-positioning stuff has got to be nailed down. All the documents and systems in terms of how to deliver and present the presentation has to be nailed down. Like if this automation stuff is still kind of like going on as I'm bringing new people on, I have to spend my time training the sales reps. and giving them abilities on how to close, and kind of like working with them, or like going on, estimates with them to kind of like walk them through stuff. And if all of the focal point and the time spent is not with them, I'm doing a disservice to them, not giving them enough resources to fully grow and maximize their potential. So, it's kind of like you gotta like know when to plan it, when to focus on what, and do it in different shifts and increments. So, even if you're busy and you're going through stuff like that, you can pick an hour a day. Like, I'm huge on 1 hour a day, just doing whatever you need to, because, like, I'll even show you right here. This is like my daily schedule planner. Like, I have, Jesus, I have like blank ones on this entire board, and like, this is what I have to do every single day. So like, if there's any like open gaps there, gotta fill it with something on the side. So as you can see, like, that's just 1 day worth of stuff, and I almost filled up an entire piece of paper. The fact that that can kind of happen. What's up, Nala? Come here, jump. Nala just came in, but the fact that can happen just shows you that really kind of narrowing in and zoning in on your time, and kind of like really being aware of what you got to get done, even if it's 1 hour a day, then it's worth it, as long as you just do it consistently and stack it up every single day. So I hope all of the automation stuff makes sense, because like, not even sales process related, you can automate like work orders, you can automate just literally everything on the experience side. And I genuinely think that like, that's going to be the differentiator between like companies now, or 5 years from now, or 10 years from now. Like, the companies that fully hop on board with this and just kind of like understand it, they get it. Not that they're not going to like fully, engulf everybody else around them, and like in terms of getting all the work, but it's just gonna be really tough to stand out during your sales process if you're not hopping on board with something like that, in order to capture like a high enough price rate for the job you're selling. So yes, get on automation. Go High Level is the one that we use. There's a lot more out there. I'm sure you can Google it or find it in like any paint group online. But yeah, just if you don't have it, start today, 1 hour a day, and you will thank yourself in about 6 months. All right, guys, that's a wrap. I hope that helped. A reminder, down below there's a link to follow the playlist of just kind of like walking through my journey. I'm gonna start documenting this on a weekly basis. So again, guys, I hope to see you in another video. That's a wrap.